Hello again. We're going to go over some more chaos. I hope you guys are ready. This one's going to be fun. This is going to be about a fight at the bar across the street. So, the reason I chose this topic is I've been getting a lot of questions of, well, how did this start? When did all of your problems begin? So, it literally begins with the bar across the street. Little backstory to fill in that gap a little bit is we moved here in 2019, and for quite some time, nobody here really knew us. We had just gotten off me and my wife, 20 years in the Navy, and on a ship, you're always around people. You have no privacy, so we were social distancing before COVID made it cool, really. And then, the bar across the street opened. And more or less, for months and months and months, we were dealing with out of control antics over there. And, drunks running up and down the highway, loud noises, all kinds of stuff. Just every night, it would seem like it was something. So we finally had enough, and we went down to the city and made an official complaint because there are ordinances, town ordinances that cover things like this. And I'll show you those, and we'll get into that too later on in the video. And literally within days of submitting our complaint, the harassment began, the threats began, the racial slurs began, because both my wife and my daughter who lives with us are minorities. So all that stuff began. Literally right after we filed the complaint, because we were just over it. We're tired of having our lives interrupted every weekend because of a bar. So that's how it started. And I guess to squash some of the other rumors that are going around town, one of the big ones is, well, you guys knew when you moved here that there was a bar. Well, to me, it doesn't make a difference, but we were here first. We were here before the bar. The bar was not opened for quite some time when we lived in this house. There was another business there, which was, basically a flea market type store where, they would have various other items for sale. So, if you want to get to the truth of it, we were here first. The bar is the one that came in after and just, tried to steamroll over everybody with their antics. The second thing that's I find, kind of funny in itself is, well, you should have never moved here if you didn't like alcohol and drunks. And I almost laugh at that because I'm like, what? Nobody moves to Saltillo for alcohol and drunken behavior. And again, we're not opposed to alcohol. I mean, literally, we're two 20-year Navy veterans. So that alcohol is not new to us. The difference is when you don't show any type of respect and you act like a bunch of teenagers who never had alcohol before, and you disrupt the whole neighborhood, it gets kind of ridiculous. So, little backstory on that of a rough overdraft of how it all began. There's so much more, and we'll get into it more with these videos, but that's just a little rough overview of it. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out where all the lies and rumors really originated from. You probably don't need as many, that many guesses. I know I sure didn't, to figure out where it all originated from. So we're gonna get into this video about the fight at the bar. And it's pretty exciting. And again, just think about, would you want this across from your house? Would you want to deal with stuff similar to this incident happening every weekend? So, all right, we'll get into it. All right, so now that you've seen the video of the fight at the bar across the street from us, I want to show you Saltillo, Tennessee's beer board ordinance, and I'm going to show you the pertinent pages of it, not the entire thing. And then I'm going to show you the noise ordinance for Saltillo. So you can read through those and you can count the violations just like we did when we tried to fill in a complaint about it. And then we'll talk about the video and the ordinances. All right, so you've seen the video. Pretty crazy, right? You know, that was pretty wild. Um, and, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Not much to really add or defend about that. It was clearly a fight in the parking lot of the bar. Um, clearly in violation of the beer ordinance and the noise ordinance. And I'm going to try to link, see if I can't leak the YouTube video of the actual beer board hearing in this video. So if you really want to do a deep dive, you can watch that video. Because what's puzzling to me with this whole encounter is this was never addressed by the Saltillo, Tennessee Beer Board. They wouldn't let me show the video. They wouldn't let me talk about it. There's a couple different stories going around about what happened. Everything from nothing happened to something about, you know, being robbed or whatnot. But my question is, how come the bar didn't call the sheriff, or you know, how come someone else out in town had to? And then when the sheriff showed up, how come they obviously didn't stay long enough to do any type of report? Because you know, you already disturbed my evening. I was out on the front porch, you know, watching the clown car show. So I saw them show up. They didn't stay very long. So you know, that's my thing. Is no one in the town, you know, elected officials wanted to ever address this. It was always it's a criminal matter under investigation. But you know, the beer ordinance doesn't care. The noise ordinance doesn't care. It's pretty, you know, there's no cutouts for, well, this type of fight is allowed or this type of violation is allowed under these circumstances. So that's always been puzzling to me, why the city has never properly addressed the fight. But, you know, it's all a moot point now because the bar is closed. Um, But one other rumor I wanted to dispel that goes around town while I'm here on this topic is a lot of the nonsense in town is, well, the Barkas knew when they moved here that the zoning was for mixed use, and sure, we did do our due diligence, and you saw the part of the beer ordinance where it says basically um, no beer permit uh, shall be issued to anything but a restaurant. So they don't allow bars. So yes, we did do our due diligence. We understood what the zoning was, and we also understood that there wouldn't be a bar opening. So it kind of dispels that. And again, I already talked about it. We were here first. Not that it really matters to us because you should follow the town ordinances anyway. Uh, so again, thoughts and comments on watching the fight at the bar, because I've heard it time and time again. Oh, the bar across the street is innocent. They don't ever do anything. They follow all the rules. They don't do anything that the Barkas are claiming that they do. Yes, they do. They create numerous disturbances that nobody would really put up with unless, I guess that's your thing, the bar scene. But, this isn't Daytona Beach. This isn't New Orleans. This is Saltillo. People come here for the peace and quiet. They don't come here to have their evenings constantly interrupted by disturbances created by a bar. So, hope you enjoyed the video. And like always, I'm going to be posting more. And we're going to watch some more chaos later on. Thank you.